Rishi.
A little bit surprised that he's all the rage in the market. It was, what, a year ago he won on soft ground here, Steve, in the first time cheek pieces, but he only ran on Monday at Brighton. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I just think they all haven't been the same form. He's £7 lower than that time you mentioned about last year. So clearly, and you can make a case from a handicapping point of view, and the conditions are the problem. He hasn't been running as well, and I think the yard's been a bit hit or miss recently. I haven't had a good spell. They might be coming out of there. They had a poorish spell about a month or so ago, and they are coming out of it. And I can see the case for him, Rich, but I didn't think anything would be 2 to 1. I didn't think anything in the race would be 2 to 1.
No, this is Mammy, who's just been reshot down at the start. Kieran O'Neill has hopped off. Yeah, I agree with that. This was the sort of race that I just couldn't find something that really leapt out saying, back me.
No, my only view was I thought it might favour horses who maybe come off the base. I had Twilight Madness, Merrimack, Florella Prince, South Shore Island, Colorado Dance, all can be ridden somewhere from them. They won't all be ridden like that, but so I wouldn't mind being just off the pace, and I guess at least Danger Alert falls into that category.
Indeed. Let's spin through some of the others. Sub 13, who we saw in the paddock. This horse is now talking about handicap marks, £4 lower than the winner at Leicester last year.
Yeah, definitely, and the conditions not a problem. He is a horse who normally comes from off the pace. He needs to improve on what he's been showing recently, but that applies to nearly every horse in this race. But you can make a case for him, as in, I think there's more pluses than minuses for him.
Yeah, no doubt. That sort of comment about has to improve on recent form will apply, as Steve said, to almost every runner. Colorado Dancer, who is now ridden by Ray Dawson, won for the new stable at Lingfield on Turf in August. That was a classified stakes.
Yeah, it was over 6 furlongs as well, whereas his winner's a 2-year-old in soft ground was over a mile. I think he's well handicapped. I think the stiff nature of the track will suit him, and I think conditions are fine. Another horse whose last 2 runs have not been wonderful. But I can see what he was a big price this morning, a double-figure price this morning. I thought he was one of the. He's not now. He's 6 to 1, but he was one of the more likely of the big prices because you can see the case for him.
Same name as the dam of Dubai Millennium.
Is that right?
Colorado Dancer.
Is that right? Okay.
Seeking the gold, Colorado Dancer. That's how boring I am.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Merrimack won an apprentice handicap a couple of starts ago. 4th at Goodwood last time out. Ground should suit. So, case to be made?
Definitely. My concern, because I've got a concern every I'll voice, is that a lot of his form has been on sharper tracks. But he's never run at Sandown, and several of his pieces of form are what I would call class track. But having said that, several of them were over 6 furlongs and stuff. He's 5 furlongs on the stiff track. Maybe that'll be fine. And unlike many in the field, he's generally run his race this year. So I can absolutely see that he had a chance in a wide open race.
First rider in the UK, just to reiterate for Gabriella Hill, so best of luck, but has ridden winners in Ireland. Let's just spin through some of the others. I mentioned Fiorella Princess in the paddock to you, Steve. Not beaten far in the last couple of starts at Fosslas and Lingfield. Wasn't as sure about this horse on the ground as opposed to some of the others.
It's by Stanza Marley, who lots of Stanza Marley seem to love it, but that's a generalisation. It's not proven, and he isn't proven that he'll have. She rather isn't proven that she'll handle the conditions. But my thing was that they've obviously tried to find the key. It was cheek pieces, then it was blinkers, then it was a hood and tongue tie. Now it's just a tongue, then a tongue tie, just a tongue tie, and now it's a tongue tie and cheek pieces. So they're tweaking it all the time, trying to find the key.
South Shore Island, that's a maiden, but is tumbling down the handicap, down to 59.
And only got beat 4 lengths last week at Salisbury in bad ground over 6 furlongs. Certainly looked that day that 5 furlongs would have suited better than 6. So, recent form in these conditions, in the context of this race, absolutely.
All right, and the Rachel Cook, John Bridger pair, Mammy, 3rd on last couple of starts at Windsor and Lingfield. It's obviously handicapped to run well, isn't she?
She is an unknown on the ground, whereas the other runner, the Bridger runner, Roman Spring, although the best the price it was earlier, to be truthful. Now at the price is presented in front of me, maybe sub 13. But it is a race I thought it was really open, basically.
Let's head up to the commentary box for the first time today and say hello to Anthony Ennis.
Hi Rishi, hi Steve, everyone at home. And we're just about set to go. And they're off, jumped away. over the 5 furlongs. Step slow was Colorado Dancer for the Sporting Times Sri Lanka Handicap Stakes. Breaking well, Merrimack, and also showing speed, Fiorella Princess towards the outside of the cheap pieces. On the rails is South Shore Island, the light blue. In the 2-path, that is Roman Spring. And then comes Danger Alert, the favourite, about 5th place in the red colours. Making ground now for Jason Watson. They're followed by Sub 13, the dark blue. And then Twilight Madness, Mammy into the outside. Colorado Dancer is going to try and challenge very wide. The leader's going well, Fiorella Princess. For Luke Catton, though, will enter the final furlong and a half in front by a length to Danger Alert, giving chase now in second. Behind those, Twilight Madness trying to stay on with Roman Spring, but still Fiorella Princess out clear, and she's going great guns by 3 lengths. Giving chase is Danger Alert in second, but plenty to do to catch this leader as they race up the hill inside the final 110 yards. And it is Fiorella Princess who's out clear from Danger Alert in second. Back in third, Roman Spring. All the way, Fiorella Princess for Luke Catton, and the Moster Sousa is going to hold on and beat Danger Alert. He did try and close the margin. Back in third will be Roman Spring, and 4th place, just South Shore Island.
It's an all-the-way win for Fiorella Princess. Any concerns about the ground quickly put paid to in the early part of the race. 14-1 for Luke Catton and Lemos de Souza. The race looked pretty much over at the halfway stage, Steve.
She showed tremendous pace. And she is another Sansa Marley who's handled cutting the ground. I say, it's a sire who really does seem to get plenty of horses who handle the condition. Drawn 9, showed the pace to cut across the rivals, and after a furlong and a half was a length or so clear. And at no stage, watching her, did you think she was going to be picked up. Danger Alert's run really well. People were clearly expecting the horse to come back to form. I think he has, and he's closing slightly at the finish. But the winner with has shown improved form on the conditions and won comfortably. And of the 2 Bridger horses, it's no surprise, I don't think, that Roman Spring's done the best with the 2, because 1, he stays pretty well, and 2, he's proven on the conditions.
Mammy sort of anticipated the start.
He did.
And probably just put her head down at the wrong time. Colorado Dancer missed it. It's out the back there with the white cap on the outside.
Ran poorly. I mean, I don't think he's in the right part of the track, but he missed a break and was uphill from then onwards. And plenty of horses really struggled in the conditions. I didn't hear the time. I thought it was 1:03 something. I may be wrong.
Yeah.
In which case it's about sort of 3.5, 4 seconds above standard. So it's a soft ground time, certainly. And they looked soft ground, didn't it?
It looked really hard work watching that race again from the start. Obviously, they have gone a decent clip looking at the times, and obviously the speeds up to 40 miles an hour. But when we're thinking about later races, of course, this is on the straight track. The rest of the race is coming on the round course, which is described as slightly quicker.
Yeah, it normally is.
But you're kind of expecting the same pattern of races. If they go too fast, some of them just not going to get up.
But weirdly, the horse who's won has made all. I think she did go pretty quick, but she's kept it going, and she's won. To be fair to her, she's won like an improved filly, hasn't she? These conditions, I think, have brought the best out of her. But you're right, watching this race, it's only one race I know, I think it's sort of going to be hard work type conditions.
Yeah, Luke Catton didn't really have too many concerns. She kept going well in the closing stages. Nothing really to say about anything in behind in terms of bad luck or awkward passages or anything. I think everything's had a chance, and apart from Colorado Dancer,